Hey everybody, welcome to the All About Favor channel. I'm your host, Pastor KZ. This is the All About Favor channel. Welcome. Those of you who have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I will notify you each time I upload a new video. My current subscribers, thank you so very much for your continued support. Y'all, let's keep going. We want to get to 8,000 within the next couple of months. So y'all, share the video with other people. Hit the thumbs up, like the video, and comment how you feel about the videos and the topics. Now, I want to remind you about the eyewear. This is a all metal frame, and I'm recircling some of these frames because I did not get clear opinions about them on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. Give me the number in the comments section. And remember, all this week, y'all, I'm wearing shades of blue. I kind of like being in blue. Never thought much about it, but I like blue. All right, y'all, as I said on yesterday, my topic for the rest of the week will revolve around regrets. Regrets. Let me give a disclaimer and preface this by saying all of the information I'm giving you is strictly my opinion, and I get my topics based on your emails on what you want to talk about. So if some of the things hit and help you a little bit, some of the tools you can take, go ahead and use some of the tools. I'm in no way offering any professional advice, just my opinions. So now let's talk about regrets. Regrets are a part of life, y'all. And sometimes it's hard to admit or even deal with regrets. Some people may not admit that they are having a regret about something because it's forcing you to admit the regret I'm having is based on a choice I made. Have you ever regretted something and wished you could have a do-over? Have you ever done something and you're like, man, I regret I did that? Anybody? So this week, we're going to just scratch the surface on regrets. Again, I stated this. Regrets are based on choices you make about certain situations or certain people and can be incredibly painful. A painful situation and a painful emotion. Sometimes the words remorse and guilt and even disappointment creeps in when you have regrets. And let me say this, for things that have happened in the past, they can have powerful influence over you in your life in the present. Yeah, things and decisions you made in the past can still impact you now down the line because you've never really unpacked it and dealt with it or was willing to admit this. Because sometimes, like I said, a lot of times people keep things compacted and keep it inside and never speak about it, but yet you still have that issue. One thing I know for sure is if you spend too much time beating up yourself because you regret something from your past, you will miss out on something beautiful that's up ahead. So don't spend a whole lot of time. You know, oftentimes people beat themselves up, or you have people in your circle that always have to repeat. You always got that one person to say, well, I could have told you that wasn't going to work. Well, I knew that wasn't going to work, girl. I just didn't say nothing. You're always going to have that person, okay? But be careful what you let marinate in your spirit too long, because when people are speaking things, I knew that was going to happen, or I could have told you. You've got to think, why didn't you tell me then if you knew this? If you could discern something that I couldn't see, why didn't you tell me as my friend, as my brother, as my sister, as my auntie, as my cousin, as my mama? Why didn't you tell me your thoughts? See, sometimes, y'all, I want to talk about just briefly with regrets. Sometimes the spirit of discernment is not in operation. Now, you may have a strong intuitive feeling that what you're about to do, or the decision or the choice that you're about to make, is not the right choice, but you don't trust your gut feeling and your instinct and intuition. not to mention the spirit of discernment. So sometime when you are not alert or in tune to discern something, you definitely got to have somebody in your circle that spirit of discernment is at work, that can put something in your ear and say, listen, I don't know about this guy, or I don't know about this lady, or you might want to think about it before you sign that contract. Just pray about it before you make that. That's a major decision, a big move. Just pray on it. Now, that's somebody trying to alert you. And now it's like, okay, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to fast about it. So sometimes we just make a decision on impulse and we regret making that decision later. And now we're beating ourselves up. We're feeling guilty. We're feeling ashamed. We don't want to be humiliated by people. And now we feel stuck with the decision that we made. And now you regret it. Y'all, I know sometimes you get caught up in wishing things could be different. Or maybe you're thinking about something, and this is very key. You didn't get right, or you have a regret after someone passed on or transition, that you didn't get that right in that relationship. Y'all know what I'm talking about? There was no real closure in the relationship, and now that person has transitioned, and now you feeling guilt and thinking, yeah, I didn't handle that right. I wish I could have made it right with them before they left this earth. Yeah, sometime that happened. There are some major characteristics of regret. And the first characteristic I want to share with you today is it focuses on the past. Regrets focus on the past a lot, y'all. And sometimes you cannot stay stuck ruminating and reliving the past over and over again because you're just stuck there. So one characteristic of regrets is focusing on the past too long. Another characteristic, number 2, would be you feel bad and guilty. Be careful about that, because when you start feeling bad, feeling guilty, it just brings on negative energy. And we're trying to get away from all of this negative energy so that we can walk in a positive space. A third characteristic, just these are my opinions, it's not, written in stone anywhere. You begin to blame yourself. You start beating up on yourself. Y'all, you know what? Sometimes it's enough people beating up on you without you doing it to yourself. You got to stop beating up on yourself so much. You made the decision. It wasn't the right decision. You made a choice. You wish you can take it back now, but I got to figure out a way how to get past beating myself up so that I can move forward. See, when you beat yourself up, when you start blaming yourself, focusing on the past, feeling bad, you are stuck. And now you got all of this negative energy and negative emotions and thoughts going on. The fourth characteristic, you wish you could change things. You wish you could change things. So I want y'all to think about those 4 characteristics I just gave you. And I have an assignment for you. I want you to write down 5 regrets that you have. I want you to write down 5 regrets that you have, and we're going to pick up this discussion tomorrow. Those of you who are not focused, don't you think it's time to get focused? You've been all over the place far too long. You are living in regret. You're staying in the past and you're stuck. It's time to get focused, bring your life into balance, and remember, always walk in favor. Regrets. I'll see you back tomorrow. We're going to continue this discussion.